Hey everybody, it's Jess here with Lush Jess, and this is my husband David.
What's up, guys?
And this is my friend Jen, my best friend Jen from Texas. We are all together again for another weigh-in. So, if you are new, we weigh in pretty much every single week. There's a few we miss, but pretty much every single week.
We try.
Yeah. And we tell you exactly what happened. We're not on any specific strict diet plan, but we're trying to eat in moderation. All of us are kind of tweaking things as we go, and we'll tell you the good, bad, and the ugly. So this week, who wants to? You want to just jump right into it?
This week, ladies first, because I went first last week.
Okay. Jen, do you want to go first, or I'll go first?
I said ladies first.
Okay, Jen will go first.
Okay.
Nobody caught that.
Last week I forgot to weigh, so I don't know what I weighed last week. This week I am out of town, hence
the hotel background.
That's not your bedroom?
No. Beaumont, Texas today, almost to Louisiana.
Nice.
But anyway, I had to weigh in yesterday because I wasn't going to be able to weigh in this morning. So let me see if I can get this right. I think 2 weeks ago when I weighed, which I don't think I didn't report that either because I couldn't remember last week. So
You're really great at this, Jen.
I don't recall what the difference was in those weeks, but I can tell you 2 weeks ago I was 147.6, and yesterday morning I was 147.4. So not much, but a little loss. I was kind of cutting back on the carbs. I've got to get back on that because yesterday and today I've not been good at that. And then I think I told you guys last week about the membership we got at the Y.
Right.
Haven't really utilized it a whole lot yet, but we did go on Sunday. We took the kids swimming, and then we have to go back on Friday. They do like I don't remember what they call it. It's like a health assessment type of thing, and they'll take you around the gym and
Gotcha.
on a program with you. And so James and Brianna and I are scheduled to do that on Friday.
Cool.
That's my report.
Exciting.
Honey?
Okay, so I am down. Well, should I say what I'm doing first or my result?
Do your result, then tell them why.
Okay, well, there's a little. I've got to make it dramatic. I feel like she just blurted out. I kind of was hoping. What are you doing?
Making it dramatic.
Okay, I was kind of hoping that it would be more than this. Is all I want to say, because I have really been trying to. I haven't been doing intermittent fasting perfectly, and I talked a little bit about this in the last video. I'm not doing there's this one thing where people eat like one meal a day, which there's a lot of health benefits for. I know it sounds like super crazy, but they pretty much eat all their calories. They just have like this one big meal in the day, and there's a lot of health benefits for that. I'm not doing that because I have found that I kind of have to. Well, I feel like it's going to take, if I ever do that. For your
schedule and what you need to do, it doesn't work for you.
Well, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm saying that if I ever do that, I kind of have to kind of work my way up to that.
Right.
And I'll just see how it goes. I'm not saying I definitely want to do that or not. But what I've been trying to do is just fast for from dinner time to maybe a late lunch. And I've really been enjoying how I'm feeling when I'm fasting. I haven't had as much acid reflux. My body feels more energetic even during the times that I'm fasting. I'm really enjoying it. So anyway, why I was getting into that, I don't know. Anyway, what I'm saying, what I'm saying is,
this is not dramatic.
I'm sorry. I had thought, because I feel so good right now, I had thought that I would lose more than I had lost. I lost 1.1 pounds. I don't think our scale does 1.11. That would be super fancy. So I lost 1.1 pounds this week, which I was kind of hoping for more. I kind of expected more just because I did really, really great this week. I was telling Jen and David a little bit before we started filming, I've been taking out some of the artificial sweeteners just because when you're fasting and then you ingest some of these artificial sweeteners, it kind of tricks your body into thinking you're actually eating, and so you kind of lose the benefits of fasting. So it's like, why are you fasting if you're going to take a bunch of artificial sweeteners, So while I'm fasting, I can have coffee even with a little bit of creamer, but not sweetener. So that's been very, very interesting, but it's been okay. I've been drinking some of the I've been drinking just a little bit. I'm getting a little more used to these sparkling water, like flavored waters. I know they're still not as good for you as regular water, but it's been helping. I've been drinking a lot of water, so I feel really good. I feel like it's been a good week. I lost 1.1 pounds. I was hoping for more, but I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and we'll just see. I don't know. We were on vacation. I feel like my body is like, what in the world are you doing to me? Because we were on vacation, and I was eating a lot of food, and now I kind of gone the other way where I'm still eating a good amount of food, but I'm, you know, trying this intermittent fasting thing. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm really enjoying it right now, so we'll just see. Next week I might come on and say I absolutely hate it and I'm never doing it again. I don't know. So we'll see. But 1.1 pounds, I'm happy that it's at least going down and it's not going up, and you know, we'll see how the rest goes. Okay, I'm done.
So for me, it has just been, once again, getting off vacation and trying to get back on what's regular. And coming off vacation, I went up 3 pounds. And this past week, I've really tried to just get back onto drink water, try your best not to eat between meals. When you need something sweet, reach for something that's better for you. And a couple of days I did not do that. I'm just going to be honest. But there were a couple of days when I felt like I needed a sugar craving, and I did grab an apple, or I grabbed just a sweetener in my water or something, just to try to take that sugar edge off my craving. And then, especially the last few days, I've done my best not to eat at all in between meals. And then when dinner's over, I'm trying my best not to eat anything else again. That's really hard for me, but I'm trying to do that. And I did go down 0.1 this week. Now, I know that's barely a loss. It might as well have been a maintain, but I went down 0.1, which is encouraging to me that I at least maintained and did not go back up again, and that my body is realigning and figuring out, okay, we're going back the other direction. I'm really curious to see what my weigh-in is next week. Not that we're not...
He's choking on spit.
We just actually did a taste test video, and I got some peanut in my mouth.
Drink some water.
What I wanted to say.
So I'll talk for him. He is going on youth camp this week. Yeah, so we will not be weighing in next week.
Nope.
Well, I'll be out of town. I think Jen, you're gonna be out of town too, right?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, and then David will be gone.
So 2 weeks from now, we'll come back in.
Yeah, so he's gonna be like, if you guys know, youth camp is like serious business. Like, you're outside all day. It's
you're walking up down hills.
There's like all these activities.
Yeah.
And you're like keeping up with teenagers.
I'm responsible for the lives of 6 teenagers.
Yay.
Whether they live or die is on my watch.
So we all should start praying for him now.
But I'm hoping and praying to be just as active as I can with them. So I'm going to be burning calories. I'm not going to lay around, take a nap. I'm going to go swimming with them, do the running stuff with them. So I'm hoping and praying that when I come back from youth camp,
maybe it'll be like
it'll be a good jump start and get my metabolism kicking up, and maybe I can help build off of that and get some. I really would love to come back from youth camp back in the 250s. That would be awesome to me, to get back down there.
I just feel like this whole year has been so hard. Like,
it really has.
I don't even know what it is. Like, I feel like we've all like just kind of.
It's been a roller coaster.
It's like up and down, up and down. I just kind of done that. But at the same time, I am glad that if we weren't doing these videos and I wasn't trying, all I would be doing would be gaining.
We'd all be out of control.
We would all be gaining. So even though it's been kind of an up and down year, I'm still thankful for the fact that we're trying, that we're posting these videos, that we're accountable. And you know what? Like, it is what it is. All you can do is try harder. And I feel like you're going to have days, weeks, sometimes months and years where it's just a struggle. Like, this is hard. Like, weight loss is hard. And some days you just have a hard time doing it. So
Jen, you never got to share anything going forward you want to do over the next couple weeks?
Anything different?
Be better about avoiding the sweets and the breads and stuff. The reason I said the last couple days, obviously with traveling, that's still a challenge. But, for like meals, like when I've been out at a restaurant, they serve bread or something, that's really hard for me.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And then I've been getting desserts with meals, which I wasn't doing for a while. So, it's just the last couple days that I've really not done it. But, it just goes to show, I lost quite a bit of weight last year, and I thought I had a hang of it, and okay, this is good, I'm never going to go back, but it's so easy.
It is.
Slip back into those old ways, and find it incredibly hard. I'm finding it actually harder this time around to get fully back on track than I did when I started in January of last year.
It's so crazy. Yeah. I feel the same way. It's just, I feel like this whole year almost has been like a struggle, a full on struggle. And I don't know, while sometimes when I've lost weight, it's been really easy and, you know, it's just kind of happened. Not that it wasn't, you know, at times hard, but, you know, overall it's been easier. And this has been a hard kind of struggle. So if you guys think that we're experts at this, we're not.
Never claimed to be.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping to do well the next few weeks, because in I think about 5 weeks we're going on vacation and I'm not going to care that week.
Yeah. I think you shouldn't have to get.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah. But you're not going to be, you want, like, at least for us when we travel, we want to taste new things and experience new things. And you don't want to be sitting there while everybody else is eating, being like, yeah, because then you're just going to resent it, you know. So I think, and vacation only happens once a year, twice a year, you know.
But so does Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween and why is it that every good part of our life involves food?
I feel like I talked about this on my Bible study that was on vacation and holiday eating, which I don't think you watched.
No, I do.
You watched it?
I watched some of it.
Anyway,
I don't think I watched that one.
Anyway, what I was saying is vacations, I'm a little bit more lax because they do happen a little bit more infrequently. Like usually it's like once a year. But holidays, that's harder because they come up like every month. And
you plan for them. You plan to get food and buy stuff.
Even though the day is only one day, the whole like it's Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend, Thanksgiving week, you know, all these, like, it stretches out.
Christmas month.
Well, I feel like especially the fall season, because you've got Thanksgiving, Christmas pretty close, and I mean, let's face it, it's not just a day. There's parties, there's gatherings.
Exactly.
You've got work, there's people bringing stuff at work. Like,
exactly. And I feel like you can be a little more lax on vacation because they're a little bit more special.
Although when we take vacations, even with the cruise, but especially with Disney World, we don't just sit around. We're moving. We're doing stuff.
And so a lot of times, you know, you won't gain as much as you think.
Right.
But the holidays are where you have to kind of be strict with yourself, even though it's hard. But here's to a better week. Actually, it'll be the next 2 weeks before we weigh in for you guys again. So fingers crossed that everything still goes well. I do think that doing some of this intermittent fasting and maybe too reducing the sweeteners has really helped. I haven't like binged at all, which is awesome for me because I was like in a really big period of like wanting to eat all the time, and I haven't done that this week. So just praying, hoping and praying.
Killing that craving.
Keep going, and we'll see what happens. Awesome. So David has our trivia question. Do you want to say anything you want to do different? Did you say?
Just continually, again, making sure that I don't continue not to eat in between meals, and try to do my best that, especially at camp, pick a better choice, drink water at the camp, and stay hydrated, keep moving, and you know, biggest thing about camp is they really want the counselors to be happy to be there, so they usually give you extra food and stuff. So I'm going to try to resist that temptation and try to just eat one plate and
make sure you drink lots of water. Last time you had to go like buy a huge thermos because you were just like going through so much water, so you didn't bring all that stuff.
So I'll do a better thing this time.
So.
But anyway, the trivia question is: since in the spirit of camp, all three of us grew up in, you know, summer circles with friends and things we did over the summer. I went to youth camp almost every single year growing up. Jessica went to several youth camps. Jen, you said you have not really been to youth camp growing up? No camps. But we've all had summer experiences that were maybe unique to our childhood and that made an impact on us. So just going around summer camp or summer experience that
I loved camp as a kid. Like kids camp, we went every single year. We would go for a week, and I loved that. I didn't really like the youth camp because then you get into like team, like, you know what they do? Like team
games and
I don't
teenage drama.
I am not competitive. I am not competitive at all. So like the whole
very competitive.
Yeah, he is. But the whole like we're all gonna go do this art. You know, I don't even know what they do. I don't remember. Yeah. I just didn't like that. But kids camp I really liked, and my favorite memory was they had camp at this lake. And they had banana boats. I don't know if you guys have ever ridden a banana boat, but it's like this big inflatable looks like a banana, I guess, like this long tube.
Is that why they call it a banana boat?
Yes, and it's yellow usually, and it fits like 5 or 6 people. And so you all sit on it, and there's like little handles, and it's pulled by a boat. So it's kind of like, it's not as wild as inner tubes because it's bigger, so it doesn't go like all crazy, but it goes pretty fast, and it's so fun. And so we would get it. They did it by like, you have to go to the lake and put your name on a list, and then you have to wait your turn, and it could take forever because there's so many kids that want to do it. But as soon as we got off, we put our name on the list to do it again. We loved it so much. We all got to do it together. It was like the best. And then you would like all like eventually fly off, and it was just fun. I loved kids camp. Not so much youth camp.
I'll go next. I loved youth camp growing up. I went to 2 kids camps, and then we went to my first youth camp. And the youth camp, I do agree with her. If you're not a competitive person, then the Assemblies of God youth camps you will hate, because they love giving churches,
it's all like relay races.
They love to put them into teams, give them team mascots, team colors, and you come up with war cries and chants, and you play sports against each other, big group activity games against each other, even to the point where you're doing, these sometimes spiritual competitions like human videos and dancing and singing and all that kind of stuff. But my senior year of high school, going into my senior year, we had been to this youth camp for 3 straight years. And the 2 years, my sophomore and junior year, we would go in Springville, Alabama. And
that's the same camps that I was going to.
So
we didn't know each other.
If all of you have been to those camps, you know what I'm talking about. So we went to those camps, and we would always bring, 25, 30 kids. And so we were half of the team. And so we would play all the sports and all the activities. And because we were not in Assemblies of God Church, they almost never allowed us to win the week, even though we ourselves would be keeping score. And we would come back and go, you know what? We won that event. We won that. It should at least be closer. But they would say you got like 3rd or 4th. And we knew we didn't. So we were so angry about this that we literally went home and recruited every single person we can think of in our youth group. We took like 50 kids to my youth camp my senior year. We cleaned house that camp. We won almost everything. I can still remember there's a game called Inner Tube Frenzy where they pile all these inflatable inner tubes in the middle of the baseball field. They're painted different colors, and there's one green tube out there that's worth like 100,000 points. I can still remember the video slow motion footage. We have a track star in our youth group. She sprinted the full 100-yard sprint, did a Superman leap. Her arm went through the inner tube, and she grabbed it and ran it back, and they caught it on camera.
You know how I was at
that
those
kind of
same
stuff.
games. We might have been at the same camp.
We may have been.
But I hated that stuff. Do you know how many people got hurt at those games?
We didn't care.
Concussions.
We didn't care.
I hated it. And he loved it.
So, but basically, when they finally crowned the trophy, it wasn't even close. So they could not take it away from us because we had like so many more points. So we got our picture taken. We brought the trophy home, and it was the thrill of winning, but also those are friends that I still have to this day. We reminisce about that camp and doing all that fun stuff together. So I'm excited every time I get to go to a youth camp, and now as a youth pastor taking these kids to camp because
our kids are competitive.
They are very competitive, but also, if you've never been to a youth camp, the spiritual side of it is so powerful. There's such an amazing time in our services, and our kids always come back changed and impacted, and they will remember, like I've just shared, they'll remember these moments the rest of their lives.
They love camp.
So, but Jen, you weren't a camper, so what'd you do in the summer?
Well, I'm going to tell you 2 quick stories because Jess's story reminds me of something. So honestly, as a kid, probably my fondest memories, I grew up an Air Force brat, and most of my younger childhood, we lived in North Carolina, and my dad's family was in Illinois, and so probably every other year or so we would try to go visit them, and I just have a lot of memories of my grandparents and my aunt. And for me, growing up Air Force, even though we didn't move around a ton, that was my home.
Yeah.
I never lived there. I mean, I lived in Illinois, but at my grandparents' house because that was like the one constant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the banana boat story. So this was probably like, 13 years ago or so. But my whole family, my dad, brother, and everybody, we went down to South Padre Island here in Texas. And we all decided to ride the banana boat. Well, it's like a jet ski type thing, pulling it. So, I mean, you're going really fast. And they make it their mission to throw you off.
Mm-hmm.
they will, I mean, you're way out there. You're like out by, shark territory. You're way past where the waves break. And so first of all, when we went out the first time, we hit a wave and my stepbrother was sitting on the back where there's nothing, holding you on there. There's nobody behind you. So he falls off and we turn around. He's holding on to the handle with one hand and the waves.
That's awesome.
So we tell him, because we remember them telling us in the instructions, if you fall off, let go, we'll come back.
Let go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're telling him, let go. So he lets go. And then the guy in the front goes, you shouldn't have let go. We weren't past the waves yet. It's like, I can't turn around while we're in the waves. So my stepbrother had to swim all the way back.
Oh, man.
To go back and get it. So we
That's
go back
terrible.
and get him. We go back out. And the guy's trying so hard to get us thrown off. And we're like, no, we're not going to. We're holding on with all we have.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, I don't know what he did, what we hit, but we just all were sitting on there holding on tight, and all of a sudden we're airborne.
Oh, my gosh.
So we all fall in the water. And, well, all of you don't know, but Jess and David, James is not like a big guy.
Yeah.
So he falls in the water. And my sister-in-law, who's not a big girl, but I mean, she's got some height to her, falls right on top of him.
Oh, no.
So then, of course, here we are out, we call it shark bait, because we're all just floating out there in the ocean as, the guy turned around pretty quickly, but they're going so fast.
Yeah.
Away. So then he comes back, and we're trying to get back up on this thing. Have you ever tried to get out of an banana boat?
That is very
That's the
hard.
hardest part.
That's the hardest part for sure.
Yeah, so they hoist me up first because I have no upper body strength, and I'm pulling with all my might. They get me up, and then it was just the funniest thing.
It's so
So
funny.
your story for Mike.
Yes. I love that. Although we were at like this little calm lake, so it probably wasn't as exciting.
Yeah, you had a
as-
canoe pulling you.
No, it was a jet ski, but it was not like waves and sharks and all that. It was more
we were
calm.
in the Gulf of Mexico.
Right.
I don't know if I would like that. I'm a little bit of a chicken, so I was kind of always surprised that I liked it, but I think it was that I was doing it with all my friends, and we were all like a big group, and it was like, how long can we stay on together, and I just loved it. It was my favorite, so.
I was afraid to go on because my only recollection of a banana boat was in the movie Jaws.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like it doing it where sharks get you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Although that
big
lake
ocean
water is
out
pretty
there.
gross.
We've gone since, and like the girls have asked to go, and I'm like, no.
I don't know about that. Oh
That's
man,
fun.
I would do it again on the lake though. That
Me
was
too.
it was so fun. We would do it all day long, and it was just the best. And I never really I did the inner tube like once, and to me that was like so wild.
Inner tubing behind a boat is so much fun.
But you're like zooming all over the place. The banana boat, I felt like we were pretty straight at least, even though it was fast.
Good memories.
But it was so fun. I loved summer camp when I was a kid. We had the best time. So
Definitely.
anyway,
Let's wrap
that
it up.
is going to be it for this video. I hope all of you had a good week. Let us know if you're on a weight loss journey, how much you lost or gained this week. We're all here to cheer you on, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for another update. So if you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up.
Leave us a comment down below. Share us your favorite summer experience or memory that you have. And just a flyer, we all lost weight. So yes, in the future, the Blessed Buddies will be singing.
Yay.
Mentioned we might do something Disney themed, possibly.
We're on a big Disney kick right now.
So yeah, we might go that route and see what we can pull out of our magic hats. So
Yeah. So
don't forget to subscribe.
yes, and we will see you guys all back later.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Have fun.
Wearing light shoes, walking down the shore, diving head